Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be going over our reading lesson for today. But before I get into what's new, I'm going to kind of review what we already have learned in reading this week. So in reading this week, we have been reading the Three Little Pigs. Now the first day we went and read this book right here, The Three Little Pigs, which was kind of the classic story of what you guys are kind of familiar with of what the Three Little Pigs story is. So we listened to that book and then we went over and we sequenced it, which means we put the different event cards that you see right here in order. Remember, events in a story is what happens in the story, so something that happens. So all of these event cards are what happened in the story, and we went and we put each of these cards in order. So what we learned is that the first thing that happened in this story is that the little pigs went off to live on their own. The second thing that happened in the story was the first little pig built his house out of straw. Then the third thing that happened was the second little pig built his house out of sticks. The third thing that happened was the third little pig built his house out of bricks. And then we learned that the wolf huffed and puffed and blew the house of straw down. And then the wolf huffed and puffed and he blew the house of sticks down. And then the wolf huffed and he puffed, but he could not blow the brick house down. And the wolf climbed up on the roof and went down the chimney, because if he couldn't blow it down, that means he couldn't get to the pig. So he tried to go up on the roof and go down the chimney to get them. But the pigs outsmarted the big bad wolf. Remember, the wolf fell all the way down into a big boiling pot of boiling water. And then because the wolf didn't want to be cooked, he ran away. So that was the last thing that happened in the story. So for today, you guys are going to be reading a different version of the Little Pigs, which you guys, I think, are going to find pretty funny. It's totally different than this first version that we read. So it is called The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. So in order to get to this story, you guys are going to go to Seesaw. You guys are going to be able to click on both of these pictures here to listen to both of the stories again. So if you don't remember what happened in this first story that we read, you can click on this link and you can listen to it again. And then to listen to the new story, which is over here, you're going to click this link and you're going to listen to this story. And then after you listen to both of these stories, you are going to go to the next slide in Seesaw and you are going to see something like this. So remember, this right here, this two big circles, this is called a Venn diagram. So this is used to compare and contrast two different things. So today we are going to be comparing and contrasting these two stories right here that you guys are both just listened to. So remember, comparing is something that is similar, and contrasting is when something is different. So you are going to look at all of these here, these boxes of these sentences, and you're going to figure out if it belongs to one story. So if it belongs to this story right here, you're going to put it in this circle right here. If it belongs to this story, the new story that you guys read, you're going to put it in this circle right here. But where the circles intersect here, that is when the event happened in both of the stories. So you're going to go and look at all of these different sentences here, and you're going to figure out if it happened in this story, or if it happened in both of the stories. So that is what you're going to be doing today in reading. So we're going to be learning about comparing and contrasting two different stories. Remember, comparing is when the stories are similar. Contrasting is when they are different. So that is what you are going to be doing and reading today. If you have any questions, feel free to message either me or Miss Nelliton on Seesaw. All right, and I hope you guys have fun in today's reading lesson.